Hey, what's going on, lads and ladies? It's Patrick Ross, and we're back with another Let's Play of Into the Breach. So, I noticed that we haven't spent our reactor cores. Let's do that. I think what we could do is take this bonus that we got, spend a reactor bonus, spend both actually on Patrick Ross, power up this particular weapon so that now Patrick also has a special thing that he can use maybe once in a battle. And I'll just use the other reactor core that we've installed to increase the movement. Ultimately, what I'm going to want to do is get one more reactor core on this unit and then throw away both of these and spend it all on getting +2 damage. I like that damage output. All right, so now that we've spent our reactor cores, which I seem to be really bad at remembering, let's go do another level. Let's try the thermal dampers. Putting a little dampen on that. Okay, we've got a new unit, the cannon mech, which I don't like the looks of. Oh, there's two of them. I see one over here too. Cannon bot. Okay, let's I'll drop my units and let's just see what they do. So this one's got 1 health. This one also has 1 health. Maybe they're not that strong. Okay, they shoot a projectile. Okay, I can see how these will be troublesome because it looks like a lot of them are going to spawn. I just assume that there will be many. Perhaps I remember that from when I played previously. And let's do it like that. Let's put, again, trying to keep the center of the board. I'm always trying to keep the center of the board. All right, guys, we got to protect the citizens. I feel like it would be interesting to play the game on the side of the Vex because they're at such a disadvantage. It would be, just with the way that we get to move before they do, it would be interesting to see how the game plays out from their perspective. All right, cool. So already I'm a little sad because I need to get rid of both of these guys and they're stopping me from advancing. One thing I think I could do is move Archimedes here, kill this guy. I would definitely take damage to myself, but I would push this other back into the water. And I think we're just going to have to take a little, you got to lose a little bit to gain a little bit. Now these guys seem super weak, so perhaps we can go over there and do some real damage. I know at the beginning of the game that Lily has a really wide movement range. I'm not sure exactly how far she can go. Oh, sorry, I forgot about Patrick Ross's need to get all the way over here. So we could go here. I would be able to punch, give it a real kick, give it a real kick in the boot, and then send Lily over. She's kind of the reinforcements, she's got the backup. I think Lily's might be the MVP of the squad, besides me, of course, because I'm, Patrick Ross. I gotta stun on myself a little bit, but Lily has been doing excellent. So that turn, actually, I don't know. I was worried. It worked out real well. We blocked. I love ground units because we can push them into the water. That's what they're there for. That's what we live for. Pushing ground units into the water. Unnecessarily in this case. Let's just block. We're winning. We've got control of the board. We've pushed. So starting off in the center, and we've already moved to this side of the board, we've pushed them all the way into this corner, and they can only spawn from these points. We're kind of like controlling the pace. I guess maybe I'm reading more into this than there is to think about anyway, but I feel like we're controlling the pace of this game. They're stuck. They can't move around. They can't threaten any of these buildings. And I want to flaunt a little bit before I start losing, I guess, but I really want to flaunt how well we've been doing in all of these playthroughs. Like I think have only lost, I want to say one building took damage so far, which is pretty impressive. I didn't expect things to go that well. In fact, I didn't expect things to go that well at all. But yeah, things have been going fantastic. So I want to say right now, and then jinx myself a little bit, but I want to make sure you guys know that you're watching really a pro player, a real pro player. And to be honest though, yeah, I feel like I don't understand a lot of the game. So I definitely have things to learn. Cool. All right, here's a bug. I feel like we can just push that into the water. We can kill this guy. We are doing extremely well here. And yeah, there we go. Lily, she's doing great. Fantastic. Let's also get rid of this bug by pushing it into myself. And yeah, we've got this covered. I think we just beat this whole floor, and I wasn't too worried about it. I think we did great. Perfect victory. Everyone's fine. Mission completo. Yeah. And we got the bonus, and Lily's promoted. Let's see what her promotion is. Okay. +3 grid defense. I saw this before and I didn't read it. Let's read it a little bit more now. So this is going to help us. So I haven't talked about grid defense too much because it hasn't come up. But when our buildings are attacked, there's a chance that we will prevent that attack from doing any damage to the citizens. The building will stay where it is. We won't lose that power grid spot. And right now, there's a 31% chance that when the unit attacks, when the Vex attack, we will resist that attack. So the higher this is, the better. And her skill gives us +3 to this grid defense. And you'll remember that Archimedes has the same skill. So we've got +6 through those two passive bonuses. All right, so we're going to pick our last level to do. And we could go here and try to get a sort of, this is going to be hard, but we could get 3 things. Or we can go here, which is more medium level. We'll only get 2 cash money. I'm going to go for just the cash money because I don't really see the reason to put our health in jeopardy. All right, so what do we see? Already there are 5, count them, 5 Vex that we're going to have to deal with, and I don't like that. I'm not happy. I feel like that's a lot more than I want. Also, just so you know, we're called the Rift Walkers. That's what the people, that's like the common lingo for the heroes. We're the Rift Walkers. Okay. Looks like they're mines. I think these blue, yeah, I feel like I remember these being mines. Maybe they freeze you because they're blue. I feel like that's possible. And Zenith is giving us some advice. A freeze mine, perfect. Sometimes I'm like, because I have played this game before, but it's been a while, I'm not sure if if I say these things, if I'm like remembering it, or it's just I thought that was right and it turned out I was correct. Really don't know. It could be either way. Okay, so since we've got so many different things on the field right now, let's go through and see who's attacking what. So this Alpha Digger is attacking all the spaces beside it. And I think maybe the point of it making these rocks is to restrict movement for other units. I'm not sure. I remember that the Alpha Leaper has a very high damage output. Yeah, it does 5 damage. And it's attacking, and it's webbed, and it's attacking Lily, who just, we just were singing her praises, so we don't want anything to happen to her. Leaper does 3 damage. These guys are weak. I remember that. But we definitely want to get rid of this guy because he deploys these freeze mines. Actually, do we want to get rid of this guy? He puts down freeze mines, and I think we could use them. I'm not sure if this is someone we actually want to worry about. Or is he on our team? I don't get it. Are these supposed to be friendly or enemy? Maybe they're friendly. Are we supposed to protect them? Oh, okay. So these are our friends. I didn't realize we had friends. Okay, so these guys are the friends. They're joining the Riftwalker team. So actually, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 enemies that we still want to deal with. And we could get bonuses if we protect these mine bots. This guy's weak. This guy is shooting from downtown, but he's a problem. What do we want to do? I wish we could control these units or use them in some way because I feel like we could coordinate them a little bit better. Unfortunately, we're like really stuck right now. I think, so this is one of the few times where, I've sung the praises of like standing in the middle. And I feel like this is one of the times when I have to eat my own crow, eat my own words, because I've stood in the middle and now I'm stuck in the middle. I can't go anywhere. Like this guy's made all these rocks in the middle of here and I don't know how to get the hell out. So yeah, this is the guy who I want to get to the most. I know I can deal with this guy and this dude is just hitting rocks, so I'm not too worried about him. But I wish there was a way for me to protect this unit and I just don't see it. I see myself actually having to kill that unit. I'm not sure if maybe that's not right. Maybe that's not right. So what could we do? We could, we could punch. Let's play out a turn, and then if we don't like it, we'll play it back. So we'll do 3 damage. That was like, a good, I think that move is good just because of the amount of damage it does. Totally worth it. Now over here we can shoot this guy to kill it and to really put both of these guys in great positions right now. This one's going to die from the spawn. This guy, he's still shooting, but he's only shooting me. And Archimedes can take it. He's extremely brave. He's a nice alien. And then finally, we can just knock this guy away from doing any damage. So I think that's the play. This guy is going to die from the spawn. I feel like we did it. Maybe that was okay. And we can actually move. So I'm good. I'm feeling real good right now, guys. Yeah, you missed, man. He's not there anymore. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like playing with the Vex would be interesting because there's such a disadvantage. Maybe there's less strategy to the Vex. Maybe there's more. I'm not really sure. I'd be interested. What do you guys think? Would it be easier to play with the Vex or easier to play with our units? Our units are definitely stronger per unit, but are they stronger just because we're piloting them, or are they actually just really good? Okay, so this guy is being a real jerk. He's trying to kill our pod. The guy who we want to level up now is Archimedes. Everyone else has gotten to the max level that they're going to get. So we just want to spend some time getting Archimedes up to the tippy top shape. So I'm going to do that. And then with Lily, I'm going to come over here and block. Was that maybe the best place to block? I think it was. I think that's fine. Let's end our turn there. And of course, remember, we can heal. That's an action we can take. But Lily had full health, so we didn't need to heal anything. Cool. This guy spawned into a fire spot, so he sadly grows and is on fire. Sad. Sad for him, not for me. And this guy's frozen now too. So maybe keeping these bots alive was really helpful because it's preventing the enemy from doing anything. And the idea with frozen stuff is that it's not something you really need to worry about. It's not going to move until something hits it. If you hit it or you knock something into it, it becomes unfrozen, and then it's a real pain to deal with. So I'm not going to go for the time pod. I realize that I could get it, but I'm just gonna let the game play out. And if no one gets a time pod, we get it. So if no one picks it up during the whole game, we get to get it at the end of the game, which is fine, right? So I'm just going to block. I'm just going to sit on my golden egg and block the enemy and win like that. I was really worried for a second there that I missed something and that there was an enemy somewhere on the field, and I just totally messed up. We're good. We are fantastic. We defended both of the robots. We're heroes of the people yet again, and we got a time pod. So yeah, we're doing fantastic. Archimedes is getting there. It's the hardest to get from the second level to the third. All right, let's open this mystery box. Sweet, another reactor core. And you know what I'm going to do with that, guys. We just talked about what we wanted to do with the reactor core if we got it. So let's go to my combat mech. I'm going to take one off movement, one off this Titanic blade, and I'm going to install a third reactor, and then I'm going to put all of them to get +2 damage. So now Patrick Ross, who's sort of the core of the team in terms of, obviously mentality, morality, intelligence, good looks, everything. He's the leader for sure. But now he also is our strongest unit in terms of damage, right? He can do, I want to say, a total of 4 damage with his Titan Fist. Yeah, the original 2 +2 more. So this is going to come in handy when we have big units that we need to deal with. Patrick Ross is going to be the guy. And we might actually see that right now. We've cleared out 4 of the levels on this map. And so now we get to go fight the boss. The boss, though. Hopefully it's a nice boss, not someone that's going to send me to see the manager. Cool. What is going on here? So the corporate tower is the big building. I don't know if we've ever had that come up before. Is this an enemy or a good guy? Maybe they're good guys? I don't know. What do you think? They're kind of colored a little differently. But this one's a bad guy. It's a bot leader. I don't know if I should be afraid of them or not. Maybe we'll do this and just see. Like, are you nice? It's shooting. This picture is so confusing because in this drawing of what it's going to do, it's shooting one of our guys and one of the bad guys. So it's still very unclear whether this is like someone who's on my team or not. Maybe we'll just play it safe and say that these things aren't on the team. Oh, and this one's shooting me too. Okay, so I feel like they're not on the team. Maybe they're rogue. This is the guy we're going to need to worry about, the bot leader. It's massive, so we can't kill it by pushing it into the water. Apparently, it can repair itself, which is not cool. But maybe, does that mean it has to stay in the same place? I'm not sure. Maybe we can exploit that. But it's a long range. It does 4 damage across 3 tiles, and it has a lot of health, right? It's got, I think, 7 or 6. It's got 6 health. So yeah, I guess I'm thinking that you can cross ice. So I guess maybe it's better to do this. I think this is better. Let's start this deployment. I wish we could get in front of these buildings, but yeah, Lily's excited. I don't know why she's so excited. I feel like it's more of a time to be nervous than excited. Okay, so definitely the bots here are not on our side because I'm pretty sure that this digger is doing his best to break both of these bots out of their frozen, out of being frozen so that they'll be active next turn. And that makes me think that we might not want that to happen. Cool. So, I think this whole game we haven't taken any damage, but you can see how quickly things can go south, right? Like if we are not able to stop the bot leader this turn, it's going to do, it's going to take away 4 of my health and I'll be down to just 3 left. So yeah, I think it's like you're always running. Things are a lot closer to failure than they seem. That said, maybe there's also a way for us to do really well. So I know Patrick Ross can do 4 damage. This unit only has 6 health, so we could perhaps, if we can position it well, we might be able to kill it off. That said, we're stuck. Both of these guys are absolutely stuck, not able to move, which is a real bummer. Like I can kill this unit, but then I'm still stuck over here. And what I really want to do is shoot this guy over here so that Patrick Ross can kill it. But if I don't deal with this unit, Patrick Ross is going to die. And we were just singing his/my praises. So it would feel really bad, man, if we lose Patrick Ross, the confused leader. So it's like we almost have to deal with this thing. We can kill it in one blow. This might be one of the times where we use our smoke thing, which is not cool. I wish we didn't have to, but I almost feel like that's going to be necessary. I don't know, because if Lily were to shoot this thing, we'd break that off the ice. Is that fine? Actually, okay, question mark. Well, if we break the ice, is it just going to be killed by the digger? I think it will. So maybe that's actually a good idea to push this unit into the ice. And now next turn, when the digger attacks, it kills this guy. So that might be smart. That might be cool. We did good there. Then, unfortunately, Patrick Ross, I think, is going to have to... So there's 2 players here, right? So Patrick can either kill the alpha leader, and then we can use a smoke bomb on the bot leader, or we can free Patrick using Archimedes. He could just move this unit to the side. But then what is Patrick going to do with this guy? He can't kill it, and I can't really push it away from shooting the buildings, right? They're all lined up here. Whichever way I push it, it's still not going to do much. So I do think let's take a risk and let's go big. We're going big here. We're going to do this. What I'm thinking right now is I'm going to do this drop here so that the bad guy's attack is canceled. And what I really wanted to do was get all the way over here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. I wanted to stop that spawn. So maybe I'll just stay here, which is close, and maybe be in a good position. All right. I don't know. I think we're just gonna stick with. I think it's fine. Somehow it felt wrong, but maybe it was okay. Cool. So a weak unit spawned. Now they're all grouped together. Um, I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. For sure. For sure. Wait, what is going on? I can't see any. Oh, is this like smoke not go away? I guess I always imagined that when this guy used his, what's it called? Smoke drop, the smoke would just last for one turn. But I guess it's going to be the whole game. No one standing on any of these tiles can attack something, which is crazy. Crazy. But yeah, this guy's being a jerk again, and he's trying to kill a lot of good stuff. I still don't really have a great way to deal with him. Um, Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. What do you guys think? I feel like the smoke drop might have been. Now I'm wondering about the smoke drop because now it's preventing us from getting anywhere in this region. And we're kind of like, how are we going to line up these attacks? It doesn't really seem clear to me what is a good idea and what's not a good idea. Man. So what could we do? I feel like with a combination of Archimedes and Lily, we can take out these two units. It's not really clear to me though how, and this guy's still damaging 4 health. Wow. He like, we definitely need to stop him, but no one can really line up a attack on him right now besides maybe Archimedes, which would suggest to me that Archimedes has to go here and shoot. We can just go sort of, I'll show you guys what I'm thinking. I feel like this is the only thing that Archimedes can do. But that's still not, is that a fine play? Let's try it. I think, yeah, I still got my reset. I think maybe this is okay. So definitely this building is now in jeopardy. I was thinking about that. Maybe the name of the game right now is to, so I feel like maybe, is it okay? Do you guys think if it's just okay if we let this civilian building get destroyed? I feel bad for the civilians, but maybe that's necessary and I can kill off this stronger scarab. See, like Patrick Ross can't get there. Archimedes can move again and he can block this, which is cool. Definitely worth it. Way to go, man. So the only thing that Patrick Ross can really do is kill off this beetle, which isn't really that big of a threat. Like he can't get any farther. So maybe, I know we like took away his movement for the sake of his higher damage, but so far we haven't really been able to show the merits of having the higher damage output. All right, so value decision would be, do we want to, the greedy route would be to kill off this cannon mech and then deal with the scarab next turn. And you know, why not be a little greedy? Why not go for broke? We'll do that. So now everyone's safe, but we still need to do a lot of damage, right? We need to kill off the scarab. We need to do 6 damage to the hive leader, the bot leader, who's just being a big meanie right now. And yeah, fortunately, I think maybe the tides of battle are turning. We've now manipulated ourselves into better positions, and I think we can finally start to do some serious damage. So the first thing that we can do is we can push this bot leader into the smoke here. The second thing we can do, so yeah, let's do first things first. I definitely want to get in a hit with our powered up unit, Patrick Ross, because I know he's going to do so much damage. The second thing I think I definitely want to do is maybe want to just kill the scarab. Like reducing the number of enemies, I think is the name of the game right now. So I could just kill off the maybe that's even better, right? It's better just to be a little greedy right here and kill off the hive leader. So there we go. All my worries were for naught. We are doing fantastic, and maybe I just should stop complaining. And then maybe, so I think, okay, again, we have a really good move that I guess I just didn't see at first, pushing that guy into the water as well. And then we can come back and block. And I think we want to block here. So yeah, that'll do it. That should be, you know what? Maybe we want to block here. And the reason I switched there is because I don't want my units stuck together. And I'm worried that perhaps there's an enemy that might spawn that might kind of just ruin my positioning. Okay, cool. So now, like I said, the tides of battle have turned. We are totally in control of this game. We are dominating. We are totally fine. We might have made some mistakes, but they were just learning experiences, right? To show everyone what happens. All right, cool. Let's get some experience for Archimedes. Show everyone how good we are at this game. And maybe Patrick Ross will just help this guy out, push him into the water just a little bit, help him out. And for fun, Lily will just pew, pew, pew. Shots fired. Yeah. We did it. The Vex are super scared. We're heroes. We rescued the princess in the tower for sure. Fantastic. All right, great. We did it. So that's the third continent that the third continent that we wanted to clear. Let's spend the reputation really quickly. What I'm going to do is stock up on reactor cores, I think. Nope, confusing. Seems like a weapon that I wouldn't want to deal with. Looks cool, but confusing. I want like things that say at the bottom, like 1 use per game, because I know those are like special things that I can call on when I need them. What am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of this. Apparently it's a science class weapon. I don't have any science things. I'm not a scientist, man. Archimedes might be. So let's get 2 reactor cores and +1 defense. It just increases my grid defense a little bit. And we'll call it there. So we're leaving the island. Big news. We have now defeated 3 different islands, which I intermittently call continents. And we can either go to the volcanic hive or try the last island. I'm feeling like we're going to go for the volcanic hive. I think we're going to go for the final boss. So tune in next time to see which way we go. All right. Peace.